Joseph Simonet. I'm a 7th degree black belt in Kenpo Karate. I started my training in Kirkland, Washington in 1973 with Grandmaster Al Tracy. Also, I had the opportunity to train with Mr. Ed Parker on several different occasions. I was awarded master status level in Kenpo at the Gathering of Eagles 1 in 1999 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Kenpo has provided for me an excellent foundation in martial arts. I've never left Kenpo, but I have gone on to learn other martial arts systems. By learning other martial arts systems, my Kenpo has actually gotten better. I'm going to share some of those other ideas with you on these tapes. I hope you enjoy it and your Kenpo also will grow as mine has. Thank you. I'll demonstrate tackle technique variation A, B, and C. A, B, C. This motion, when I'm stepping back, I'm buying some time and loading my body in a position where I can absorb a shock, absorb a hit. This motion here, as I said, it's like a stiff arm, but it's not just the tricep extending out. It's my wrist moving in here and popping. The dynamics, if you watch my right hand, as this hand goes out, my right hand goes up, it's also loading for the hit. So we have the big gross motion of major limbs and then the small extending down to the wrist. So from here, this is my load. I'm ready to go. I'm in a position here where I can move him, guide him, whatever I need to do. This may not look like much, but this is the particular somewhat or sometimes hidden dynamics of the Kenpo. There's a lot of power in this little motion, especially when you use your breath. If he resists a little bit, it's just a lot of effort for not much. It's not the kind of response I want when I'm attacking somebody. By relaxing my hands, boom, and jerking him this way or popping him this way, that's the amount of explosion. In tackle techniques, as well as many of the other Kenpo techniques, the power base starts literally from the floor up. I refer to this as step, plant, shift. The step, plant, shift part I'm referring to now is I step back with my foot, plant the foot, and then shift my hips. Doing a similar motion for C. They're coming with their head high right at me. I'm driving this way, my hand's coming out and hitting them. It's rocking their head. A and B, it's here. C, it's here. Those of you who have done any Wing Chun, it's not dissimilar to Silam Tao or a Tan Sao coming out. There's the same snapping motion. The hand techniques in Kenpo are often and easily translated into weaponry. We're going to do a blade with tackle techniques A, B, and C. When I do tackle technique A, I'm using a hammer fist. What that's also telling me is the grip I'm going to use with my blade. Right from here, my hammer fist turns into an ice pick type of stab. Certainly, the situation's a little more severe. It's not just somebody tackling me at the local grocery store parking lot and we're going to wrestle around over a parking space. Something's happened, it's a very intense situation. I pull out a blade, I'm going to stick him and let the whole thing end. We're going to catch him in the old brain stem. Okay, so doing tackle technique, we did an empty hand, we showed it with a blade, now we're going to show it with a stick. As Lloyd's coming after me here, boom, he comes closer, smash with what we call the puño in the back of the head. I added a motion in there because my weapon became longer. It's what we call a half beat. It's a Filipino term that we do in our stick practice. You're filling, when you create a rhythm, you're filling a space that otherwise would be empty. It's double time. Instead of 4/4 in music, it's 2/4. What I mean by that is, rather than just bringing my stick up to here to the side, what I can do is get an extra strike in on him and pick it up in front and hit, and then go ahead and smash. From here, if you got clever, there's a lot of other neat things you can do from there, but that's another tape. A and B, I had what we call a puño in Filipino arts, hammer fist, then we slice. For whatever reason, I may have the stick, and and this sort of grip on the other end. Well, how would that happen? There's a problem, somebody's coming after me, I pick up a stick, there they are, what do? Well, I utilize what I have coming right across this way. I've been training in the Tracy's Kenpo system since I was a teenager. To first degree black belt in Tracy's Kenpo, there's 250 named techniques. Plus variations, there's over 400 movements. All the different Kenpo systems, doesn't really matter if it's Tracy's or American or whatever it is, they're all made up of named techniques. Named techniques are great. It's a terrific reference point. In my opinion, the Tracy system of Kenpo is like the dictionary of motion. We look at a motion here and go pop. Well, what is that? Well, I can look it up in my dictionary and go, that's the beginning of darkness. So by having a reference point, we can communicate. It's a way to remember. It's a way to teach. However, when you create this reference point and or dictionary of motion, we have specific attack, specific counterattack to each one of those definitions. That's how we learn.